Iracing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. Iracing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Iracing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, Iracing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. Iracing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. Iracing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on Iracing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. Iracing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. Iracing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, Iracing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to Iracing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, Iracing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, Iracing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on Iracing.com and start slinging mud today.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Tonight we visit the Williams Racing Speedway for round number 10 of the Down Under Graphics World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series. My name is Brett Wheeler. We are getting into qualifying in just a second, as the weeks dwindle down to the final event of the series. Yes, there is 3 weeks remaining. With that, it's been a long 10 weeks at that. 9 completed. Round number 10 tonight. Unfortunately, with the low car count, we're still going to get into qualifying. We'll see a different kind of format. We're going to have no pole shuffle with dash tonight. We've got about 13 or 14 drivers getting set to take to the clock here at the Williams Racing Speedway. So it'll be single car qualifying. Then we'll get into a little 5-lap fun race just to get the grids loaded from qualifying into heat race number 1, where they'll be lined up from qualifying positions. Heat 2 will be lined up reverse grid. And then we get set into the main event. It'll be 75 laps to distance here around the Williams Racing Speedway. This is the Firecracker 75. So it's the first car to come on track in car number 500. Jack Link's North Plaster Master. It's George Fullerton. Each driver will have 2 laps to set their fastest time trial of tonight's proceedings. So George Fullerton will be officially the first car to take to a time. Looks very tight. Here's George Fullerton. About 11 cars, actually 13 or 14 cars on hand here tonight. First lap for George Fulton is a 22.469. A 22.469. Track very juiced up at the moment. Second lap for George Fulton will be quicker with... No, it won't be quicker because he'll have no time taken due to the contact in the wall. That's the second car out in the Visual Exposure Motorsports. Visual Exposure signage, car number 98. It's Stephen Williams. Stephen Williams in car number 98. And the way these guys will come out will be slowest to fastest from hot lap session. Stephen Williams will come off turn number 4, and his first lap time will be a 19.618. A 19.618. That goes to the top of the charts from the 2 drivers so far. Stephen Williams' second lap is a 19. It's actually an 18.745. An 18.745. Coming out onto the racetrack. In the Dynamic Sim Racing X-Ray Thigh Designs, car number 22, it's Ryan Harris. Ryan Harris in car number 22 gets the green flag. Been a consistent performer in the late models and sprint cars over the past 9 weeks in both the late models and sprint cars. So first lap for Ryan Harris, quick time with an 18.594. An 18.594. Can he go quicker on lap number 2? Second lap is quicker again with an 18.460. Ryan Harris with an 18.460. Next onto the racetrack. And the sketchy graphics, Sketch Graphics, Max Medhurst, Crash Repairs, car number 24. It's Sean O'Hara. Sean O'Hara in car number 24 has got the green flag for the first of his 2 time laps. Sean O'Hara has been on the pace recently. Had some up and downs throughout the series, as majority of the people have had. First lap for Sean O'Hara, third quick with an 18.853. An 18.853. And well, with an almost a misfortune there in turns 1 and 2. This should be a slower lap on his second one. So we get rolling here. It's a 19.941, so first lap quicker for Sean O'Hara. Next driver on the racetrack for the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Models Time Trials. And car number 69 in the John Schultz Racing Northbridge slots. It's John Schultz. John Schultz on the racetrack in car number 69. First lap for John Schultz is an 18.633. An 18.633. Second quick for John Schultz. What can you do here on lap number 2? He's quicker, but it's an 18.619. Second quick with an 18.619. Next onto the racetrack in the Jack Links North Plaster Master. Car number 71. Gavin Sadler. Gavin Sadler in car number 71. I think from memory picked up a podium a couple of weeks ago. Gavin Sadler, first lap time. It's an 18.567. An 18.567. That's second quick for Gavin Sadler. Second lap is an 18.548. Quicker, but still second quick. Second quick for Gavin Sadler. So nice job there from Gavin Sadler. Next car to take a lap here at the Williams Grove Speedway in the Triple J Motorsports Ash Media Speedway footage down on the graphics. Car number 3, it's Jared Ash. Jared Ash in car number 3. First lap time for Jared Ash. And car number 3 is quick time with an 18.435. Quick time, 18.435. Throwing it in sideways. Here's Jared Ash as he comes off turn number 4 to complete lap number 2. And it's a little bit slow. It's actually almost a tenth slow with an 18.526. And we're already on the racetrack, already been given the green flag in the Gavin Sadler Racing Lucas Oils Australia, car number 7. It's Trent Gosley. Trent Gosley in car number 7. First lap for Trent Gosley. He is 5th quick with an 18.665. An 18.665. Second lap for Trent Gosley. He is 3rd quick with an 18.469. An 18.469 for Trent Gosley. Next out onto the racetrack in the, I think it's the Filthy Minds Racing Machine, Deadhead, One Paints, caliber 25. It's Nathan Clark. Nathan Clark in caliber 25. First lap for Nathan Clark is an 18.709. An 18.709. Nathan Clark looks nice and smooth at the moment. And will not get a second lap because contact with the outside wall. So right next on track in the Filthy Minds Racing in TV, Deadhead Worm Paints, caliber 55, it's Marcus Knitska. Marcus Knitska in caliber 55. Lap number 1 for Knitska is quick time with an 18.399. An 18.399, Marcus Knitska. Quick time here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Second lap is 6/1000 of a second slow with an 18.405. So that rolls the Gavin Sadler Racing, Lucas Oils Australia, caliber 911. Lachlan Smith in caliber 911. First lap time for Lachlan Smith will be an 18.460. An 18.460. Lachlan Smith third quick at the moment. Second lap for Lachlan Smith is an 18.358, and to number 1 he goes. Oh, this will tell us how fast the track is going to be. Over the past month, if not the whole series, this kid, he has been outstanding over the 9 weeks. In the Triple J Motorsports Down Under Graphics Ash Media Speedway footage, caliber 9, it's Joel Berkeley. Joel Berkeley in caliber 9, the points series leader. Quick time on lap number 1 with an 18.234. An 18.234 for Joel Berkeley. Second lap, just going to coast across the line. In fact, I don't know he's going to get there. Yes, he will with a 20.256. I believe this will be the second last driver to come out for qualifying here. I believe he's running second in the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Models. In caliber 8, the Triple J Motorsports Down Under Graphics S Media Speedway footage, it's Josh Harm. Josh Harm in caliber 8, first lap time. As he comes across the start-finish line now, it will be quick time at 18.175, an 18.175. Josh Harm, the only driver at the moment, will not get a second lap. An 18.175. And here's tonight's quick time award. We've actually got, I believe we may have the 41 of James Robbie coming out. And just Waiting on confirmation on that one. So tonight's last qualifier coming out onto the racetrack in the Visual Exposure side of Visual Exposure Motorsports. Car number 41, it's James Robbie. James Robbie in car number 41. Not sure whether that first lap that we see there is the correct one, but James Robbie is 13th quick with a 19.372. A 19.372. 13th quick for James Robbie. His lap number 2 looks a little smoother. Hopefully we can get into the 18-second bracket. And he will do so and jump up one position at 18.813. An 18.813. That will conclude time trials tonight with Josh Arm being your fastest driver in time trials at the moment. That'll give us 14 cars. I'll try a quick word with Josh Arm. Army, congratulations on picking up another quick time award here at the Williams-Grove Speedway.
Thanks, Brett. Yeah, put together a good lap this time again.
Numbers are a little bit down from what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Does that make it any easier, or does it make it just a little bit more harder knowing that there's a lot of good guys here?
Well, I'd say a touch easier, a little less cars, but the race is just as fast, just as fierce. It should be a good night.
All right, well, I'll let you get ready for this quick little 5-lap race and give you a chance to thank some sponsors while we got you here.
Thanks, Brett. Triple J Motorsports, Ash Media, Dan Outer Graphics. Yeah.
There we have it, Josh Arm taking out tonight's Quick Time Award here at the Williams-Grove Speedway. So get set for a little 5-lap fun race to get the grids loaded up into the next server, heat race number 1. I'll play some music and we'll be back in just a moment. pace car off the racetrack.
Green flag.
So a little fun run here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Has no impact on tonight's racing's points whatsoever. And so we have two teammates on the front row, Josh Harm and Joel Berkeley. As Harm throws it deep into 3 and 4. In fact, pulls a slider on Berkeley, and they're going to cross over, and Berkeley's going to switch lanes. This time he's going to have the low side as they come across the start-finish line and into turn number 1. Keeping on the 911 of Lachlan Smith, just waiting to pounce on these two. Berkeley, in fact, going to slide up in front of Josh Harm, and he's going to take the lead off turn number 4. So it's going to be a 3-car battle as Harm gets into the left rear quarter panel of Joel Berkeley. And here comes the 911 of Lachlan Smith. In fact, throws it in deep, but Berkeley gets the inside or the outside wall, and that gives Josh Harm the race lead back again. And here comes Jared Ash, bumping and barging and forcing his way through as Berkeley got a little bit loose in turns 1 and 2. 4 down, 1 to go. And Lachlan Smith has got some pace here tonight, and so does Jared Ash. As Smith pulls up alongside Josh Harm down the back straight away. Simultaneously, they turn it into turn number 3 and 4. Off turn number 4, Josh Harm picks up the win by less than a car length. And that'll conclude the fun run. We'll take a moment here to play some ads, and we'll come back on the other side of this break with heat race number 1 up next.
Get ready, going green. Green, green, green.
Really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing. Rewind action on a turn 2. Craig Kitzer, Casey Kane, and Garrett Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. with iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's, you know, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And, you know, early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
Iracing, you wanted the best, you got them for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaws.
Hey guys, Christopher Bell here. As you guys know, iRacing is coming out with dirt, and it's been a long time coming. So I'm here today to kind of show you around the sprint cars and hopefully give you some insight for whenever you first drive it. So here we are at Williams Grove, going to go out and make a couple laps in the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on default setup with a gear change to a 522. As we roll out of the pits, you guys might notice that the car wants to pull left and you have to hold the steering wheel right to go straight. That's normal for a sprint car because you have so much stagger, it's always trying to turn the car left. Once you get up to speed, that goes away. Going down the straightaways, Williams Grove has really long straightaways and really tight corners. The big wings on the sprint cars, it always wants to pull you left into the corner, so it doesn't take much steering wheel input to get the car into the corner. A big key for the wing sprint cars is that they always like to go straight. They don't like to be too sideways. So the less steering wheel input you can have and the straighter you can keep the car, the faster you'll go. As the track slickens off, you'll be able to play with the setup to get the car driving even straighter yet. And that's a couple laps around Williams Grove. So here we are at Eldora Speedway. I'm on baseline setup with a gear change to a 511. As we roll out at Eldora Speedway, one thing that you'll notice is that the corners are really sweeping and it's almost a circular shape. The big thing about Eldora is just keeping that steering wheel straight. The straighter you keep the wheel and the less steering input that you give the car, the faster you'll go. The fast line around Eldora will be right around the inside wall in the corners and then with a big arc towards the outside walls down the straightaways. Then once the track slicks off, you'll be able to follow the groove up towards the outside wall, where the famous Eldora High Line comes into play. So now we're at Volusia Speedway Park with the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on baseline setup with a 511 gear, the same as what we ran at Eldora. Whenever you roll out on the racetrack, you'll notice that Volusia is similar to Eldora. They have long sweeping corners, and it's kind of circular in shape. At Volusia, whenever the track is fast, you'll want to be right down against the concrete wall in the corners with a nice big arc down the straightaway. Whenever the track starts to slicken up, you'll be able to follow the groove up higher and higher. Whenever you get into turns 3 and 4 though, the groove might get up onto the shelf, which is the flatter section of the racetrack, and then it becomes very difficult to exit turn 4 without getting into the wall. And that's just one of the characteristics of Volusia Speedway Park. Hope you guys have fun.
Heat race number 1 here at the Williams Grove Speedway, starting on the pole. In car number 8, it's Josh Harm. Alongside him, in car number 9, it's Joel Berkeley. At a position number 3, it's going to be the 911 of Lachlan Smith and on his outside. In car number 55, it's Marcus Gnitska. At a position 5, we'll see the 3 of Jared Hash. Alongside him, in car number 22, it's going to be Ryan Harris. 4th row on the inside in car number 7 out of position at number 7, it's Trent Gosley. And starting out of position number 8, it's the 71 of Gavin Sadler. Position 9 is the 69 of John Schultz, and out of position number 10, it's going to be the 25 of Nathan Clark. Position 11 is going to be the occupied of the 98 of Stephen Williams, and starting out of position 12 is James Robbie in car number 41. And at the back row, in row number 7, it's car number 24 on the inside. Out of position 13, it's Sean O'Hara. And starting out of position 14, it's the 500 of George Fullerton. Heat 1 here at the Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Round number 10 of the Down Under Graphics. All of Outlaws, Craftsman and Late Models about to officially get underway here in half a lap's time. So go under the famous Williams Grove Speedway Bridge into turn number 3 past the Beer Hill gang. Camera on screen, as you can see, brought to you by the Beer Hill Turn 3 gang. You'll see no cautions in tonight's heat races as we get set to launch. 10 on the board, and we are green. Berkeley with a good launch, but Harm drives it back underneath now in turns 1 and 2. Once again, this side of the pair goes side by side into turn 3 and 4. This time Harm keeps it glued to the low side. Berkeley trying to cross over. Jared Ash in third at the moment. The drivers trying to file themselves out. Lachlan Smith has gone back to about 10th spot. In fact, there might have been slight rubbing there. Oh, Trent Gosley's around. Not sure whether he had a helping hand from someone or not, but Josh Harm leads the opening 2 laps. Joel Berkeley in second. Third is Jared Ash. Fourth is the 22 of Ryan Harris. A big lead for your top 2 guys. Half a straightaway over the 3rd and 4th place running, and they've got about half a straightaway from 5th on back. Looking to complete lap number 4. 4 in the books, 6 laps remain. Harris now looking to the inside of Jared Ash. It's Harris now. He's going to make the pass in turns 1 and 2. Jared Ash catching the backstretch wall. Down the back straight away. So look, Marcus Kinetska in 5th. He's actually going to get passed by his teammate of Nathan Clark. And in fact, the crossover move there by Kinetska as we complete 5 laps. With 5 laps left to run here in heat race number 1. The teammates of Nathan Clark and Marcus Kinetska side by side. Clark throws it in deep and well, he gets tied. And Kinetska tries to pull it back underneath him, but got into the back bumper. And now Clark is going to shut the door. Into 1 and 2 they go. James Robbie as well. Back there in 7th. 8th is Lachlan Smith, Gavin Sadler 9th, Stephen Williams 10th. We've already lost Trent Gosley and John Schultz out of this one. But Josh Harm does lead the way comfortably at the moment. Two sticks in the air, 2 laps to go for Josh Harm. With less than a mile to run here at Williams Grove for heat race number 1. You're watching round number 10 on the Down on the Graphics World of Outlaws Craftsman Series. White flag in the air for Josh Harm. We'll go down the back straight away, down into the turn number 3, past the Beer Hill gang. And into turn number 3, off turn number 4, Josh Harm picks up the win. Second will be Joel Berkeley coming home in third. It's going to be Jared Ash at the line who got Ryan Harris. I apologise we didn't get that finish there. Nathan Clark comes home in 5th. Marcus Kinetska 6th, 7th was Lachlan Smith, 8th was James Robbie, Gavin Sadler 9th, Stephen Williams 10th, George Fullerton 11th, 12th Sean O'Hara, 12th, John Schultz 13th, and Trent Gosley in 14th place. We'll go downstairs, virtually go downstairs and chat to our heat number 1 winner. Standing by with Josh Harm. Josh Harm, congratulations. Second time I've spoken to you tonight on heat race number 1. You've made that look a little bit easy.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was shaping up to be a good race at the front. Then I think Joel hit the inside wall and sort of checked everyone up, and I walked away.
Well, you've done the 2 steps of making tonight's a little bit easier for yourself. Now you've got the harder job to come from the back. What do you think it's going to take to get through these cars?
I don't know, just trying to stay out of trouble. The track's she's quite warm tonight, so it's dusting off real quick, and you have to really search for the grip. So it'll be a good challenge. Good challenge.
Well, what do you think? Any expectations for the next heat?
No, not really. Just see what happens. So you can do.
I guess it's not really too big of an impact on tonight's proceedings, considering that you've only got 14 cars here tonight. So, I mean, you already made the show regardless. I mean, you think about it, you could not even run the next heat and you'd still start somewhere towards the mid-pack.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like, you know, real races, I want to get in, I want to win. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
Thanks for sponsors while we've got you on here again.
Thanks, Brett. Triple J Motorsports, Dash Media, Down Under Graphics. Yeah.
All right, good luck on the next one, homie.
Thanks, Brett.
There we have it, Josh picking up hit race number 1. In fact, we're going to go look back and look at the incident from Trent Gosling on lap number 1. We'll see what happened. Okay, so at the time he was running 5th. It just looked like he got a little bit tight. He got hit there from John Schultz, but I mean there was nothing sort of he could do, and then well, things just piled up. So this all happened from the moment he went into turn 1 and 2. You just see got a little bit too tight. Maybe actually thought he might have been clipping the inside wall. A little bit of a netcode issue there, as you can see. But I mean, John Schultz was coming no matter what. This is a live well, not a live read, but this is a replay of the Trent Gosling incident. See, there's the netcode issue there. And when you see coming down the back straight away, he gets the wall there. He tries to go to the low side. Meanwhile, have a look. I'll get this one right. Obviously, Iracing wanting to close the channel down, but so this is down the back straight. This is in slow motion. He gets the wall there, look a bit out of shape, and already you can see Schultz trying to tuck to the inside, but couldn't quite get the car down there. That's where the contact was initially made, and then well, Gosling, I guess no one really to blame after the contact was made. It's just the amount of speed these guys are carrying. Just hey, John Schultz there getting into the side of Gosling, while James Robbie coming in to finish the job off, I guess you could say. But I mean, there was nowhere where James Robbie could go. So I mean, look at this, it's normal speed this time. So this is where it all started. The netcode issue there. Gosling will get the backstretch wall. And that's just one of them deals. I'm trying to look at John Schultz as well. Not sure what happened to John Schultz. Well, this could be a big problem here. The reason why the 69 wasn't going is they both, him and Gavin Sadler, tried to get the car going again. And well, that car just did not want to turn. There we go. We'll take another quick break here. We'll play some more videos and play a bit of music. We'll come back in just a moment for heat race number 2.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on Iracing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. Iracing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. Iracing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, Iracing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to Iracing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, Iracing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, Iracing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks. Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on Iracing.com and start slinging mud today.
Heat race number 2 coming up now. Starting on the pole, heat race number 2 in caliber 500, it's George Fullerton. At position number 2, it's the 24 of Sean O'Hara. In row 2 on the inside in the 41, it's James Robbie at position number 3. Lining up alongside him in caliber 98, it's Stephen Williams. Nathan Clark in caliber 25 starts out at position number 5, and John Schultz in caliber 69 starts position number 6. Starting out at position number 7, it's the 71 of Gavin Sadler. Lining up in position number 8, it's caliber 7 of Trent Gosley. Starting out at position 9, it's the 22 of Ryan Harris. And at a position number 10, it's caliber 3, Jared Ash. At a position number 11 in car number 55, it's Marcus Knitska. At position number 12, it's the 911 of Lachlan Smith. And in row number 7 on the inside, in car 9, it's Joel Berkeley. And starting position number 14, in car number 8, is Josh Harm. So another 10 laps on the board for heat race number 2, the final heat race of the night, before we get into our 75 lap main event here at the Williams Grove Speedway for the Firecracker 75. Once again, no cautions in heat racing action for the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars All Late Model Series. And there are cautions in the main event to keep the show moving along and free-flowing. Heat 2 about to start. George Fullerton and Sean O'Hara are your two front runners at the moment. George Fullerton with a good launch. Now keep an eye on the guys at the back, because faster guys are coming from the back in this one. Kevin Sadler trying to make up a couple of positions already. Sean O'Hara gets tight in turns 3 and 4. Well, there's a couple of cars that have gone around. Ryan Harris being one of those cars. Jared Ash, I think, stopped just to avoid all the carnage that was happening. Marcus Knitska got some front end damage on that race car. Keep an eye on the 8 of Josh Harm. He is up to 6 after 2 laps complete. Meanwhile, it's the 25 of Nathan Clark out in front. James Robbie in second. Third is George Fulton. You go back to Sean O'Hara. And you got Gavin Sadler, who's now been pressured here by the 8 of Josh Harm. Sadler goes into 3 and 4, keeps it up top. Harm looks to the inside, but it's going to be Sadler with a run off turn 4. But Josh Harm will take over the 5th spot on the racetrack. As Harm looking to make quick work of the 24 of Sean O'Hara. To complete the halfway stage of heat race number 2. So Gavin Sadler back to 6th. 7th is Joel Berkeley, Marcus Knitska, John Schultz, Lachlan Smith, Stephen Williams, Trent Gosley, Jared Ash, Ryan Harris. And that completes the 14 cars in heat race number 2. Nathan Clark leads the way. 4 laps to go, so 2 miles to run here at the Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Nathan Clark almost spun the car there in 1 and 2, but tell you what, don't count out James Robbie just yet, because Nathan Clark keeps making, or if he makes a couple more mistakes, the 41 will be there to pounce on any opportunities given to him. In fact, I believe James Robbie has had a couple of weeks off. His family introducing a baby girl into the world. So congratulations to him and his partner. 1 lap to go here for Nathan Clark in car number 25 of turn number 2. For the final time for heat racing action here, Nathan Clark goes into turn number 3 of turn number 4. He'll be the first one to greet the checkers. He picks up a heat race win here at Williams Grove. Second will be the 41 of James Robbie. Coming home in third is the number 8 of Josh Harm. Fourth will be Joel Berkeley. Fifth is going to go to George Fullerton. 6th, Gavin Sadler. 7th, Marcus Knitska, Lachlan Smith in 8th. John Schultz in 9th. Sean O'Hara in 10th. Stephen Williams 11th. Ryan Harris 12th. 13th was Jared Ash. And Trent Gosley in 14th place yet again. So I'll have a word with the driver of car number 25. Nathan Clark. Standing by here with Nathan Clark. Nathan, congratulations on picking up a heat race win here at the Grove. Can't actually hear, so I can see a light popping up, but nothing coming through. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have a chat with Nathan Clark. He's got some microphone issues. And well done to Nathan Clark on picking up a heat race win. As we're now going to have a look at the incident on lap 1 or 2. See 22 of Ryan Harris who was involved. Alright, so this is the opening couple of laps of the race, and we'll see what happened here in just a moment. Okay, so there's the initial contact. This is what could have started. Gavin Saylor checks up for James Robbie. And Harris just gets into the back of Sadler, and you already see cars already, Harris is already on the low side. Cars already having a whole bunch of momentum. Knizia gets into the left rear panel there of Harris, and Gosley's who is on the inside of Knizia. Well, this just causes a big mess here. And Berkeley's involved as well. Now, I want to see what happens to Trent Gosley, because he finished last in this one, and we know it's not because of a lack of trying, that's for sure. So it looks like that car, with that damage, may have had some broken parts on that number 7 machine. Once again, this is a replay of the opening 5 laps. Looks like, not sure whether Smith came down into Gosley or not. That number 7 machine is fairly loose at the moment. So Gosley having a tough night at the office, no doubt about it. No, there's contact there between Jared Ash. Jared Ash getting it in a little bit too deep, but he was already... You can see just the way that the front wheels lock up here. Jared Ash getting into the back of Trent Gosley, and well, I guess the rest is a little bit history. But that'll conclude heat race number 2. We get set for the 75 lap main event to come up very, very shortly. We'll take a quick break, and on the other side, we'll get into the warm-up session for tonight's 75 lap Firecracker 75 here at the Williams Grove Speedway. the Firecracker 75 here at the Williams Grove Speedway. About to get underway here very, very shortly as we wait for the cars to get on a grid. There's a little bit of a change in the format. The highest point scorer will not start on the front row. In fact, it has been a full 14 car field in version. Therefore, starting out of position number 14, it'll be car number 9 of Joel Berkeley. Starting out of position 13 is the 8 of Josh Hahn. At a position 12, we'll see the 55 of Marcus Kinetska alongside him. At a position number 11, it's the 911 of Lachlan Smith. Starting out of 10 in car number 25, it's Nathan Clark. Alongside him, out of position number 9, it's the number 3 of Jared Ash. At a position number 8, it's the 22 of Ryan Harris. And starting at a position number 7, it's Gavin Sadler. Starting at a position number 6, we'll see the 41 of James Robbie. Alongside him, on the inside of the third row, in car number 69, it's John Schultz. At a position number 4, in car number 7, it's Trent Gosley. And starting out of position number 3, it's the 98 of Stephen Williams. And your front row for tonight's main event in car number 500. On the outside of the front row is George Fulton out of position number 2. And starting on the pole for tonight's main event in car number 24, it's Sean O'Hara. So cautions are on for the main event. Yes, yellow laps count, Williams Grove Speedway. The Firecracker 75 is about to be launched. The World of Outlaws Crossman Late Model Series. We are green. O'Hara clips the inside wall in turns number 1 and 2. 3 wide for the race lead if you don't mind. And Trent Gosley. Oh my, there's a big crash now. And how we are still green, I'll never know. Apologise for the white cars at the moment, waiting for Trading Paints to update. Trent Gosley, your race leader, Sean O'Hara. Followed in by, Nathan Clark and John Schultz come together.
Got you loud and clear. I don't know why you can't hear Earl. Can you hear me? Did not hear him call that caution.
First caution of the night, and well, this gives us time to go back and have a look on the lap 1 incident. Well. That was chaotic at its finest. But, in fact, let's have a look at this because John Schultz... We'll go back to the far chase view. Oh, there it is. So, in fact, Nathan Clark didn't get into him. He actually kind of caught the left front fender there of John Schultz as he tried to get underneath him. John Schultz was trying to get off the wall. And well, lap number 1 seen an incident. Lap number 2 sees an incident. And unfortunately for the 98 of Stephen Williams, unfortunately for him, he is over. So lights are off on the pace truck. We get set to go green off turn number 4. Trent Gosley will lead the field. 75 laps the distance. When we go green flag this time by, it'll be 70 laps to go. And it's Gosley with a good launch off turn number 4, but in comes Sean O'Hara as the drivers start to file single file as they look to try and find their groove and make their move. Speaking of making moves, Joel Berkeley caught up in the opening incident of the night, and looks like we're going to go yellow once again. Have a look. I think Jared Ash may have been caught up involved in this one. We'll have a look. George Fullerton just getting a little bit out of shape there. Oh, just caught the back. And that's not a pleasant surprise. Alright, George, I'm just getting a bit out of shape there. Saved it, got it back going again, and well, just kind of overdrove it, and Jared Ash, unfortunately, the unfortunate incident or unfortunate party in that one. Lights still on the Iracing official pace truck. Trent Gosley, race leader from Sean O'Hara. Well, in just a short couple of laps, he's avoided the carnage. Here at the Firecracker at 75, he's up to third, Josh Harm, after starting position number 13. George Fullerton still remains in 4th position after causing that caution. James Robbie in 5th, 6th is Ryan Harris, 7th Gavin Sadler, Joel Berkeley in 8th, 9th Marcus Konietzka, Lachlan Smith in 10th, 11th Jared Ash, 12th is Nathan Clark, 13th John Schultz, and 14th car in the pits is Stephen Williams. Lights out on the pace truck. We've only got one completed lap in that one. Trent Gosley leads the field back to the drop of the green flag. So keep an eye on the number 8 of Josh Harm. As Ryan Harris in car number 22. That car has certainly taken a beating. And well, we're going to have another yellow here. This time it's James Robbie. I'll have a look. What happened here? Catching the slick stuff off the exit of turn 2. It was really sideways, and Sadler and Berkeley both had a run coming off turn 2, and they went to split him. And well, I'm not sure whether James Robbie came up the racetrack or Gav came down the racetrack. But Gav catching the right rear side of James Robbie's car, and as you can see, the 41 of James Robbie goes around, bringing on our 3rd caution of the night. Currently on 2 to green at the moment. Drivers will get the 1 to go signal here. Trent Gosley has the field. Waiting for these cars to launch and get back under power as we get back racing here at Williams Raceway with 13 laps complete. And Gosley now is going to have his hands full right now with car number 8, Josh Harmer, right in behind him now as he goes into 3 and 4. And well, George Fullerton, Marcus Konecka, Lachlan Smith, and 4th caution of the night. And unfortunately, with 14 cars, you would have thought the racing might have been just a little bit easier, but not to be. We'll have a look at the fast chase view again of what happened here. Oh, George Fullerton gets in the slick, and well, guess this is kind of just a bit of a racing deal. Fullerton keeping the car very sideways. Meanwhile, Harris has a run, and well, it's just Fullerton coming back down the racetrack, trying to straighten that car up. Gets into the right front of Harris. Berkeley on the inside of him. And somehow Harris actually didn't go towards that opening on the infield. But you can see Fullerton all over the back straightaway. Konecka having nowhere to go. He nailed him. Konecka actually blocking the track as he was spinning down to the bottom. And well, here we go. Lachlan Smith once again involved in somebody else's mess. And well, things just not going the way at the moment. Might have to keep the faster guys from the front over the next couple of weeks. So Konecka out of the event in this one. Lights are out on the pace truck. At this stage, I've only completed probably 2, maybe 3 racing laps. Trent Gosley leads the field back underway. But Josh Harms still with a straight race car, considering he did come from the last row. Gosley continues to lead the field, lap number 18 of 18. He's led all laps so far. We're on lap number 19 at the moment. Ryan Harris still got a fast car in car number 22. Although he certainly had it beaten and banging, that's for sure. Harris up to 4th. Berkeley up to 5th. You're going to be wondering for Josh Harm. You get out in front, try and take a win away from Joel Berkeley, who's been near unbeatable here in both sprint cars and late models. He's picked up the majority of wins. Josh Harm challenged for the race lead down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. He takes over the race lead in turns number 3, not without a fight, back on the inside, but Josh Harm will complete lap number 21 as your new race leader. Sadler in 3rd, Harris in 4th. 5th is Joel Berkeley. 6th, Sean O'Hara. Here comes Jared Ash in car number 3. That's getting a little bit sideways and getting in the slick stuff in turns 3 and 4. So nice 3-car battle here for the finals podium spot at the moment. Harris, Sadler and Berkeley. As Berkeley gets around the outside of Harris, in fact completes the pass. They go into 1 and 2. Sadler and Berkeley run the top side. 3 wide in 1 and 2 if you don't mind. And Berkeley's got a run on the 71. In fact, keeps the car to the low side, but Sadler gets some nice drive off turn number 4. Harris looking to the inside of Berkeley. Had to get on the gas. On the brakes, I should say. Otherwise, he may have just caught his left rear. 1/3 of the race completed. 25 down. 50 laps remain of the 75 laps here at the Williams Grove. This is the Firecracker 75. Josh Harm with almost a second lead over Trent Gosley. Gavin Sadler up on the top shelf in 3 and 4. Jared Ash in 6. Actually got pressure here from the 25 of Nathan Clark. So Sadler just starting to pull away a little bit there from your series championship leader. Still early on in the race at the moment. So on the track length is half a mile long. Geez, wouldn't Sadler be happy if he came away with a 3rd place finish and holding off the championship leader, Joel Berkeley. Wouldn't that mean that Josh Harm would actually gain a few points on Joel Berkeley as well? So, the way it stands at the moment, I have to go and have a look at the points. But Joel Berkeley is leading the points, but not sure by how much in the late models. It's stiffer competition in the sprint cars on a Thursday night. Speaking of sprint cars on a Thursday night, we head back to the round number 10 of the series on Thursday night at 7:30. Oh, Sadler into the wall. That's a mistake that Berkeley was waiting on. 31 laps complete. 44 remain, and Berkeley now up into 3rd, and he's got a clear track in front of him to catch your 2nd place running of Trent Gosling in car number 7 as Josh Harm comes up to put a lap down on the 500 of George Fullerton. The battle for 2nd will certainly heat up here in the next probably 4 to 5 laps. I dare say this track is starting to get a little bit slicker at the moment on both ends of the racetrack. The lap car of George Fullerton right in front of your 2nd place runner of Trent Gosley in car number 7. Josh Harm, still your race leader. Fulton into the wall in 3 and 4. Now, Gosley goes by him. Now that's going to have Joel Berkeley right on Fulton's back bumper as he makes quick work of the 500 entry of George Fulton. So nearly 3/4 of the straightaway lead. Josh Harm leads the 7 of Trent Gosley. Joel Berkeley in 3rd. 4th is Gavin Sadler. 5th, Ryan Harris. 6th is Nathan Clark. 7th is Jared Ash. So Nathan Clark has got that 25 machine rolling. Remember, he picked up a heat win earlier on in the night. Picked up heat race number 2. As we look to complete lap number 38. And Berkeley got a good run there on Trent Gosley in turns 3 and 4. In fact, the gap was just now 2 car lengths, and make that a car length as we go into 1 and 2. Berkeley trying multiple racing lines as he pulls up right on the back bumper of the 7 of Trent Gosley. Well, he's caught him. Now he's got to pass him. Both drivers going to run the top side in 3 and 4. In fact, Berkeley's going to cross it back down to the low side on exit number 4. And 3 wide as Sadler makes it past the inside of 500. George Fulton, Nathan Clark on the inside of Ryan Harris. And here comes Jared Ash getting past as well. So nice little 4-car battle for the rest of, basically from 4th to 7th. And battle for 2nd is on. Berkeley looks to make the move on the inside of Trent Gosley in turns 1 and 2. So it's taken a while, but we're finally got a decent amount of green flag laps in the books here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Gosley still hanging on to 2nd place, mind you. And oh! Gavin Sadler, George Fullerton, Nathan Clark, and just as I called, they would have a good amount of green flag laps in the books. It turns out to be we have another caution. And in fact, we'll have a look at what happened, and oh, looks like a little bit of a racing deal. At the moment, we'll see as Sadler went into the low side into 1 and 2. You're watching the replay here. On Iracing, he slides up towards the top of the racetrack to find the grip, and as he was sliding up, Nathan Clark was just driving down, and there was contact made between the two. Jared Ash just gets on by George Fulton, slams into the side of Gavin Sadler, and that'll bring on our the 5th or 6th caution of the night. Lachlan Smith, he is done for as well. So the big lead evaporates in front of Josh Arm's very own eyes. In fact, the entire field will start single file, nose to tail. No passing before the start finish line. Probably get the 1 to go signal right now, waiting for the lights to get out on the Iracing official pace truck. And in fact, they do turn off, so now 1 to go. 47 down, 28 remain. The track, you can see on the entry all the way to the exit on both ends of the speedway. Very slick at the moment. Josh Arm leads us back underway. Berkeley goes a big dive bomb on Trent Gosley. Not going to happen. Gosley drives it back around the outside in turns number 1 and 2. And Gosley hangs on for 2nd. Ryan Harris in 4th in car number 22. It's the blue, white and red machine. Yes, it is certainly taking a hammering here this evening. Almost 2/3 of the race has been completed. Yes, we've had our fair share of caution flying laps, but it's finally nice to see these drivers finally get the groove on. As this track really starting to widen out now. Officially, we are now 2/3 of the Firecracker 75 complete. 50 down, 25 laps to go. Josh Arm, your race leader. Looking to win, almost win all events here tonight. Picked up a 3rd place, I think, in heat race number 2. Oh, Gosley into the wall. He gives up 2nd and falls back to 4th. In fact, make that 5th, because here comes Jared Archie through the big slide job, as they're now going to run side by side, and well, not giving an inch of room down the back straight away. Caution is out again. Now, I believe this may have been for the 7 and the 3. In fact, we'll have a look at that from a far chase point of view. There was a slide job from Jared Ash on Trent Gosling and how he just chopped the nose off of Nathan Clark. And well, you be your own judgment here. Does one come up? Does one come down? Do they both do the same? Fighting for the same bit of real estate? Oh no. In fact, I found the reason for the caution. It was a 69 of John Schultz. Caught the opening on the backstretch. Went around. And finally, and as you know, Pure at 360, got the car rolling. But he is done for this evening. Things just got a little bit interesting up here towards the front of the field. Lights are out. It'll be 55 laps complete, 20 laps to run. And well, Trent Gosling slotting back into that 4th position on the racetrack. Josh Harm will lead Joel Berkeley and Ryan Harris. More than likely going to be your top 3. Don't count Trent Gosling or Jared Ash. We get set to go green off turn number 4. 55 laps complete. 20 to run here at Williams Grove. Gosling to the low side in 1 and 2. Jared Ash looks to the top side and he's going to follow in suit. In fact, he's going to slide right through the slick and slide up to the moisture on the outside of turns 3 and 4. In fact, here comes a big slide job. No, not going to make it stick. Now, Nathan Clark looks to the outside of Jared Ash. Down the back straight away. This is the battle for 5th. Tell you what, Nathan Clark and Jared Ash slide contact there. Clark's got a fast race car. He just hasn't had the luck here in the feature event. James Robbie doing a nice job back there in 7th place. Lap 58 is complete. You're watching round number 10 of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series here at the Williams Grove, presented by Down Under Graphics. Top 5 drivers are on the high side of the speedway. In turns 3 and 4, Nathan Clark was the next driver to run the low side. And now he goes back up to the top shelf. Army keeps it pinned to the top side, as does Berkeley, as does Harris. And there it is, all the guys run the high side of the speedway. All the way around in turns 3 and 4. 15 laps to go for Josh Harm. He's had a good quality car speed all night tonight. Finally, someone may just dethrone Joel Berkeley, who's been dominant in these World of Outlaws Craftsman late models, especially over the past month. He's been able to win it all, win it everything, all starting positions. Meanwhile, a good battle here between Jared Ash and Trent Gosling. Also Nathan Clark and Ryan Harris as well. So almost a 4-car battle for the final podium spot. They are nose to tail. They're all very close within one another. Gosling got a little bit out of shape off the exit of turn number 4. And had to duck to the low side. Down the main straight away. $11 laps to run here in tonight's main event. Nathan Clark starting to reel in your 5th place running of Jared Ash. In fact, Ash goes to the low side in 3 and 4, and well, you don't need a second invitation for Nathan Clark to take the 5th spot on the racetrack. Now that Ken Clark, will he catch the 7 and the 22? Will he have anything for the podium? And it's George Fullerton now. He's going to keep that car going. I think it's best if he just pulls that to the infield, and he will bring on the caution flags yet again. In fact, it may have been, now I have to have a look here, whether it was Gavin Sadler or Sean O'Hara that's may have brought this one on. And no, it looks like it may have been caused by the 71 there of Gavin Sadler. And with everything being thrown here at Josh Arm, he's just got a couple of laps to survive. In fact, not sure whether the drivers are on 1 to green. We'll see what the pace truck does. As the lights are still on, so 2 to green at the moment. Which means we have a 5-lap shootout to complete the Firecracker 75. We'll talk to our top 3 tonight. All these late race cautions, will they help Joel Berkeley? Will they help Josh Arm? Josh Arm, as I said, he's had tremendous speed throughout the night. The driver's been told 1 to go. The lights go out on the Iracing official pace truck. Can Ryan Harris make a charge towards the top 2 steps of the podium? Will he hang on for the final step? Also, Trent Gosler, he's done a good job all night, especially in this feature event actually. Nathan Clark has been fast as well. Jared Ash. So all drivers had a real up and down feature event. A lot of these drivers getting caught up in a mess one way or another, except for your race leader who's been able to dodge the bullets. The final 5 laps get set to roll off turn number 4. We are green. 70 down, 5 laps to go for your race leader, Josh Arm. Berkeley in 2nd. Harris in 3rd. Gosley to the low side in 1 and 2. He hangs on for 4th. And Berkeley into the wall, and here comes Harris with a big slide jump attempt. No, he can't make it stick. Could that be the move that cost Berkeley a chance at the top step of the podium? Meanwhile, Trent Gosley trying to keep it on the low side. You leave that high side open for Nathan Clark. He's going to take it. We've seen what he did to Jared Ash when Ash went to the low side. Had about 10 to 12 laps to go. Gosley's got that low side working, but here comes Clark. 3 to run, less than a mile and a half to go. Gosley fighting back on the inside. And Clark goes around. He actually gets to the wall in turns 3 and 4. 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps to go for Josh Arm. What a battle for the minor placings happening at the moment. In fact, 4th and 5th, Trent Gosley and Nathan Clark. Yeah, they are sticking it to one another. The white flag is out for Josh Arm. Half a mile to run. Off turn number 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, the double checkers is out. Josh Arm completes the night. And he will be your Firecracker 75 champion. Second, we'll go to Joel Berkeley. Ryan Harris, third. Nathan Clark, fourth. Trent Gosley, fifth. Jared Ash, sixth. James Robbie, seventh. Gavin Sadler, eighth. Ninth. Sean O'Hara. George Fullerton, 10th. John Schultz, 11th. 12th, Lachlan Smith. Marcus Kaniska, 13. And Stephen Williams. And there's your top three. Parked on the main stretch from left to right. Third place, Ryan Harris. Second place in the middle, Joel Berkeley. And your winner for tonight's main event, Josh Harm on the right. We'll wrap this one up quickly. Coming home in third place in car number 22 is Ryan Harris. Ryan, congratulations on a third place here at the Grove.
Thank you. Oh man, that was difficult. That was the slickest track we raced on for sure. But plenty of pedal work and yeah, a bit of fun. With the carnage early in the night, I wasn't sure if we could keep it together, but yeah, ended up getting a pretty good result.
And how difficult was your car? It certainly looked like you had a few parts missing on that number 22 machine.
Yeah, Jared Ash kept telling me I was driving a modified, so I mean, couldn't see it from obviously in the cockpit, but I knew the front end was a bit barged up. But yeah, the car was pulling right actually. In those cautions, I could tell the car wasn't quite steering right. So knowing that, pretty happy with how I could keep it together and drive it home.
Well, who you got to thank for getting here on the front stretch tonight?
I got to thank Gavin and everyone that puts this together. It's been great fun. It's a shame we're not getting as many numbers at the moment, but we'll try and get some boys back and see some 20+ car fields. But yeah, thanks to DSR as well. It's a bit of a shame that we also don't have many running apart from me. So setup can be a bit difficult, but yeah, you got to thank the Designs as well. So thanks for putting it on as well.
All right, well done on your third place here tonight.
Cheers, mate.
That was Ryan Harris coming home in third place. Coming home in second place, well, he's been dethroned for the first time in a month. Joel Berkeley, well done on a second place here tonight.
No, I've been beaten before. Harmy beat me here 2 weeks ago on the late models, I think, actually, bro.
Well, you've still been beaten.
Yeah, I know. I got beat last week. It happened. I'm just grateful to finish that race after being caught up in 2 of the pretty big wrecks.
How frustrating was it to come from the back and to have all the carnage happen in front of you?
It's pretty frustrating seeing drivers struggling there. It's just Jared helped run out there for the feature, so yeah, it happens when we got some green flag laps. Everyone got going, but yeah, not the green flag or start of the race is a bit how are you going? And I thought we were done for on the first lap, but oh well, we got through it, so yeah.
And there was a couple of late race cautions. Did you think you had anything for Harmy there in the end?
After we had that long green flag run, I was slowly. I caught Trent pretty quick, and I was closing the gap on Josh, but Trent wasn't. Yeah. When I got stuck behind Trent, it was a bit. I wasn't going to catch him, and then I knew when we got back going, it was just had nothing really.
Well done on second. Who do you got to thank for getting here tonight?
It's a massive thanks to Triple J Motorsports down to Graphics and Ash Media.
You have it, Joel Berkeley coming home in second place, and well, he's done it again. This time he comes from the back of the bus. Josh Arm, congratulations on another Williams Grove feature win.
Thanks, Brett. Yeah, it was a bloody long race.
Seems to me that you've got something in Williams Grove for you, that just like Joel and Eldora. You guys have got half the tracks covered when it comes to racing in both the sprint cars and the late models.
Yeah, well, I really like these sorts of track. Like, you have to drive it a bit harder. I think, like, work the brakes, point and shoot, just like USA. I love them. You
had a bit of luck there at the start of the feature. I think within the first 20 laps, there might have been 4 or 5 cautions, and you kind of avoided every one of them. Was that the key to getting towards the front in tonight's feature?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the first few laps, I was just stuck it right on the bottom, trying to stay out of trouble, and yeah, it paid off big time.
Well, you pull a couple of more points on Joel Berkeley for the overall championship in the late models. You got to be happy about that.
Yeah, I kind of wish he finished a few spots further back because I think he's a long way out in front still. But yeah, I'll take it. A win's a win.
Yeah, true. So you've been fast all night. You picked up a heat win. You're the fastest qualifier, and now you picked up a main event. A pretty successful night. Who do you got to thank for making this all happen?
Yeah, definitely. Just Triple J Motorsports, Ash Media, Dan Under Graphics, and my lovely girlfriend, Jess.
We have a Josh Arm picks up the win from Joel Berkeley. Both those drivers picking up 12 positions, so equal hard charger, but the hard charger will officially go to Josh Arm, who was the highest placed position out of the two. And that'll wrap it up for round number 10 of the Down Under Graphics World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Models. Thursday night we'll see the return of the sprint cars for round number 10 of the Ash Media Speedway Footage World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. My name's Ben Brett Wheel on behalf of Wheel TV and also Gavin Saddle and the team at the FKAU Australian Speedway League. We say take care, good night, see you Thursday 7:30 for round number 10. The sprint cars return back.